What's poppin', everyone? This is my homie Robbie, and today we're gonna be talking about straight thick hair. Straight thick hair is hair that's unbearably thick. You don't know what to do with it. You can't style it. You can't cut it into any way. The only thing you could think about is getting a nice short fade on it or growing it all out in order for it to have like a nice long flow. If you look at me, I got straight thick hair. Look at Robbie, Robbie has straight thick hair. What do? You either have it short or you have it real long. There's no in between. Some things about straight thick hair are clippers may oftentimes get snagged in them. You will oftentimes find lines that have not been faded. Today, we're gonna be showing you techniques in order to take down these lines and to make sure you have a nice, smooth, buttery fade when it comes to straight thick hair. Getting into it, I like starting off with my guideline. Looking at Robbie's hair, his hair is already cut short. I don't need to do much to debulk. From here, I'm going to implement my guidelines. So, Robbie loves having his guidelines set behind his hairline, and he likes having his fade real low. So what we're gonna do, start down low, and we're gonna drop it as low as we can and follow it all the way back to the back of his head. To achieve these nice curvatures in these guidelines, my main priority is focusing on the very tips, thirds of the trimmers here. And I'm creating these curvatures by pivoting my trimmer, almost like treating this as it's a pencil. Once guidelines have been set, I love making a secondary guideline, especially for these low fades. So you can see on this side, I've implemented a secondary guideline using a 0.5 guard, but I've opened up my lever, so technically this is a number 1 guideline. I'm going to demonstrate on this side how that is going to look. From here, we'll start fading Robbie's hair. So, guidelines have been set. Now, you could either take the high road or you could take the low road. Metaphorically speaking, you could either start with the bottom line first or the top line first. I'll grab my number 1 half guard. We're gonna have it open. We're gonna be tackling this top line here, and we're gonna start blending it out, getting rid of any darkness until this line completely disappears and blends into Robbie's head. So we'll start off with it being open. Always make sure you're in control of your client's head, manipulating and maneuvering it in any shape or way or form that you want so that you have the ideal lighting shone upon your subject. So we're at the part now where that top guideline is almost disappeared. There's barely any presence of it. At this point in time, you're going to be using and jumping in between your number 1 guard and your number 0.5 guard. So we'll start off with the number 1 guard. We'll start finessing this midsection here from open to close. First being open. After your first pass and heading onto your second, you'll close it halfway, tighten that midsection a bit more. And then finally, when you get to the last part, you're gonna close it all the way. You're gonna fade this all in. This is when things get kind of tight, so don't be scared. Just make sure you flick out at all costs. That's what gets the blend to really, really stay buttery smooth. From here, I will pick up my 0.5 guard. Same process. I like starting off with it being open, quarter close, quarter close, quarter close, and then fully closed. Pretty tedious, but that amount of tediousness is what's going to separate the boys and the men to make sure that your fade stays crisp and you will have such an easy time blending, I promise you. So first being open, close it a quarter. We'll close it another quarter. And last, close it all the way. We're fully closed. Finally, on our last stage of the fade, which is open blade work. Same process as the previous guard system. We're going to start off with it being open and closing it one increment at a time, quarter increments at a time. So quarter closed, which is halfway, 3/4 closed, and then finally fully closed. So first starting off with it being fully open. Now we'll close it a quarter. And finally, we close it all the way. And from here, I love to retrace my steps, cross-section and cross-check everything just to be sure that everything has been caught. Oftentimes when you do work down low and start fading everything from the ground up, a lot of dark spots tend to appear and show themselves. So this is where the pressure really goes on for a lot of young aspiring barbers. You should never feel afraid. You should never feel like you're stressed out or you're on the spot. This happens all the time. By retracing your steps, you are to utilize your memory to sense what you've used in this general area in the beginning, and you're gonna rework those steps and go through them again just to smooth everything out.